Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, your trusted window into the private, poignant, and often unpredictable world of the British royal family. Today, we're peeling back the velvet curtain to bring you not just headlines, but the human story behind the monarchy's present crossroads, the calculated, quiet preparations of Prince William and Princess Katherine as they navigate a time of historic uncertainty while steadfastly planning for the future that awaits them as king and queen. This is a story not of abrupt drama, but of steady, determined transformation. It is a chapter marked by profound personal challenge, extraordinary resilience, and the kind of behind-the-scenes strategy that, for centuries, has determined the fate of crowns and countries alike. Before we dive deep into these remarkable developments and the subtle but significant changes underway at Kensington Palace, do take a moment to support our work by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement means we can keep bringing you these in-depth stories that the mainstream media so often misses, stories that truly connect us to the people behind the pageantry. A year unlike any other. To understand the current royal moment, we need to look back at a year that tested the mettle of Britain's most famous family. The unexpected cancer diagnoses of both King Charles III and Princess Katherine cast a shadow over the monarchy, forcing senior royals to step away from the public eye and throwing daily routines, state occasions, and the very heartbeat of the institution into uncertainty. During this turbulent period, the spotlight turned squarely to Prince William and Katherine. It is often said that adversity reveals character. For this couple, it has revealed not only their emotional stamina, but their ability to pivot, adapt, and quietly lay the foundation for a new era of royal leadership. The princess's brave battle and strategic resilience. Let's begin with Katherine. The world has watched her confront a devastating cancer diagnosis with a mixture of heartbreak and awe. Her decision to manage her public appearances on her own terms is a radical departure from royal tradition, where schedules are often dictated by expectation and tradition rather than personal need. Her highly anticipated return to public life at Trooping the Colour was both a relief and a rallying cry. Katherine's radiant but visibly fragile presence became an emblem of courage, a reminder that royalty, for all its privilege, is not immune to the harsh trials of life. But crucially, it was made clear that this was not a full return to duty. Katherine, guided by her doctors and her own instincts, is prioritizing health and family above the relentless pressures of public obligation. Insiders at Kensington Palace speak of a new, fiercely protective approach. Every public appearance is discussed, debated, and decided upon with painstaking care. This is more than medical prudence, it is strategic. By controlling the pace and narrative of her return, Katherine shields herself from being overwhelmed and sets a powerful precedent for future royals. True service sometimes means drawing boundaries, even at the cost of disappointing the crowds. What the public sees is a princess appearing in pastel dresses, smiling on balconies. What they don't see are the quiet nights, the children's bedtime routines, the anxious conversations with William as they plan, day by day, how to balance recovery with the duties that await. It is a delicate dance between past and future, tradition and necessity, a dance Katherine has mastered with dignity. Prince William, a legacy in the making. Meanwhile, Prince William has been quietly, almost imperceptibly, stepping into a new role. While much of the world's attention was fixed on his wife's illness and his father's absence, William was not just keeping the ship afloat, he was actively charting a new course. Central to this is the Earthshot Prize, a vision he announced in 2020 but which has come to define his approach to leadership. Inspired by President Kennedy's moonshot, Earthshot is not just a charitable award, it's a blueprint for global change. Its aim, to catalyze practical solutions for the planet's most pressing environmental challenges. For William, environmental stewardship is not a passing passion, it is a calling that ties him to his father and grandfather, yet feels distinctly modern. Where Charles's approach was sometimes seen as eccentric or old-fashioned, William's is urgent, pragmatic, and deeply global. He seeks not just to raise awareness, but to drive action. The prize awards substantial funds to innovators who can scale up their solutions, from rewilding lost forests to cleaning the world's dirtiest rivers. At the recent London Climate Action Week, William met not just with scientists and activists, but with political leaders and media figures, building alliances, shaping narratives, positioning himself as a prince not just of the United Kingdom, but of a world facing existential threats. Kensington Palace's official channels shared snapshots of these encounters, but what they did not reveal were the private conversations, the late-night strategy sessions, the growing realization within William's circle that his kingship will be measured not by ribbon-cutting but by real, tangible impact. Building the future one trusted advisor at a time. Yet behind the glitz of public events and the gravitas of state occasions, an even more crucial process is unfolding, a process that few outside the palace gates ever witness. William and Katherine are quietly, methodically assembling a team of advisors, strategists, and confidants who will guide them through the coming transition. This is not the dramatic palace intrigue of the tabloids, it is the slow, painstaking work of monarchy in motion. Insiders describe a climate of discretion, names are never leaked, interviews are held in private, and every candidate is vetted for loyalty, expertise, and absolute discretion. Royal expert Hilary Fordwich confirms, this is no ordinary recruitment drive. The couple is looking not just for handlers and PR specialists, but for constitutional lawyers, global thinkers, digital strategists, people who can help them navigate everything from 21st century communications to the labyrinthine protocols of royal transition. Why the urgency? Because, as every seasoned royal watcher knows, the clock is always ticking. The monarchy is built on continuity, but change can come with shocking speed. By building their team now, testing relationships, establishing trust, learning each other's rhythms, William and Katherine ensure they will not be caught off guard, whatever the future holds. Dispelling rumors, the reign endures, for now. Of course, every step the couple takes is scrutinized for signs of impending abdication or dramatic change. The reality, however, is far more measured. Palace sources are emphatic. King Charles, while still undergoing treatment, remains firmly on the throne. His schedule is lighter, his public appearances carefully choreographed, but there is no talk of stepping aside. The spectre of abdication lingers in the national imagination, haunted by the memory of Edward VIII. But in the reality of modern Britain, abdication remains a remote possibility, an event for the history books, not the daily briefings of palace staff. Instead, the message is one of cautious optimism. The king is recovering, the family is united, the machinery of monarchy is humming along, even as preparations for the future accelerate quietly in the background. A new monarchy in the making. What we are witnessing, then, is not a palace coup but a seamless evolution. William and Katherine are already shaping the monarchy in their own image, balancing the demands of ancient ritual with the realities of modern family life, blending digital savvy with the weight of centuries-old tradition. William's embrace of environmental activism, Katherine's careful recalibration of royal duty and personal health, the assembly of a new generation of royal advisors, all of these are signs of a monarchy not just surviving, but preparing to thrive in a new age. As viewers, we are witnessing the opening moves in a game that will shape Britain and the world for decades to come. The stakes could not be higher: climate change, social transformation, the rising tide of Republican sentiment, and the challenge of connecting with a public that is more skeptical and more connected than ever before. The human face of royalty. And yet, through it all, what strikes us most is the quiet humanity at the heart of this story. William, comforting his children at night while carrying the burdens of a nation on his shoulders. Katherine, moving through corridors of privilege and pain with equal grace, insisting on time for recovery even as the world clamors for her presence. The two of them, side by side, facing storms that would break lesser couples. Their story is not just about royal succession. It is about love, loss, endurance, and the hard choices required to serve both family and country. It is about what it means, in a century of change, to wear a crown not just of gold, but of responsibility. A moment of reflection. So as we watch the Prince and Princess of Wales move through this period of transition and preparation, we are witnessing more than protocol, we are witnessing the forging of a new legacy. Their choices today will shape the monarchy of tomorrow. Their struggles and triumphs are a mirror for our own hopes, our own fears, our own longing for continuity in a world that changes faster every day. What are your thoughts, dear viewers? Do you find hope in Prince William's environmental vision? Are you moved by Katherine's resilience? How do you see the monarchy evolving as a new generation prepares to lead? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if it resonated with you, subscribe for more immersive royal analysis, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of this unfolding story. Thank you for being part of our community where history is not just watched, but lived, one chapter at a time.